This is why Bob said this is the most incredible number one thing that he's ever learned in 57 years, this diagram. Now, we all have the thankfulness that Bob has brought this to our attention. We didn't have to go through 10 years of study in order to find this drawing to piece everything together. We already got it, and we take it for granted. I really hope you got that one. Sometimes I look at the stick figure diagram, I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got the stick figure. I got it. I know what it means, right? Okay? This is the number one thing because it sums up this entire thing in one drawing. Think about this without the visual. We'd have no idea. Conscious to subconscious, in, without. Do you picture like a huge circle going inside? Where does it all go? It all is summed up in this, right? Look at that middle diagram. We'll start there. Results you want. We're entertaining that as an idea. We think about it. We're saying it out loud. We're writing it out loud. We're hearing it in audio. We're visualizing it. We're talking to our spouse on how good money feels. Things are rolling. Second part, we feel yourself with the result you desire. We feel ease. We find all the reasons to feel ease. We feel relaxed. We feel freedom, regardless of what's going on. We choose to feel good because we can, because we have the understanding and the know-how of how to do it. As soon as your desires are constantly felt, you feel really, really good. You're feeling ease. You're feeling wonderful. What are you feeling? Grateful. Science of Getting Rich has a whole chapter on gratitude. Okay? You're starting to feel these ways. You start to feel your desire. You feel as if it's real. It feels like the natural, think about these words, I say them all the time. It's the natural next logical step for you to receive what you want to receive. Then it becomes reality. Why does it become reality? Because immediately, when your subconscious mind is absorbed with this idea, it is instantaneously in all places at all times. Ooh. Why? How is that possible? Well, let's write down a couple of facts. We know the subconscious is part of the universal mind. Okay, so if it's connected to universal mind, that must mean we're connected to all minds. Therefore, you hear the expression, we're all one. Sometimes we're like, the hell, I am not that person over there, and I'm not that person over there, and I'm not that person, right? We don't want to accept that idea. It's because we don't understand what that means. Okay? So universal mind, all connected. And we also know subconscious mind has no time and no space associated with it. And I always like to say, think about your phone. Okay? So what does that mean? No time and no space. So how do you fathom what that means? It's your phone. We talk about this all the time. How could somebody 50 years ago fathom what a cell phone would do? You'd probably think that person's insane, right? To have a device like this that can call any place in the entire world that has some sort of reception, and you can call that person, and you don't have to wait 4 hours through a time zone to send and receive a message. Instantly, your voice goes through this device and is in the other side of the world now. They couldn't even fathom thinking about that. Think about 100 years ago, right? You could not fathom what that would mean. And you also tell them, every person in the world almost has one of these. And that's just a start. You could do 1,000 other things. Okay, so you get the gist of it, right? That person cannot fathom, how do you travel through the entire world, all this physical space, and all these time zones, 12 hours difference? How is that possible? Because it's all vibration. So when we think subconscious, how is it possible that there's no time and no space associated with it? Because it's all vibration. Therefore, since there's no time and no space associated with this, now our subconscious mind is part of the universal mind. Therefore, you can influence people from China to call you up to buy whatever you need to buy to get your desire. Right? Bob always says it all the time. If somebody has to come from China, they will to make your desire come into fruition if you're emotionally involved with it. That's when you see people scenarios where it's almost like luck and it's almost like coincidence. It's all these things are happening. That's why luck and coincidence can be explained, because the subconscious is connected to all things at all times. Your idea, when it's emotionally expressed, it will find a way to make sure the path of least resistance comes to you. Remember, though, it doesn't just work with a desire, it works with a fear. If you keep fearing that you're going to lack money, if you keep fearing these things like just money's all over the place, if you fear this, that, the other thing in business, and you're so emotionally involved with what's going on in business, that idea is also in your subconscious, all places, all times, and you will find people to destroy your goal. They're not purposely doing it, but what I'm saying is you'll create circumstances in harmony with the idea that you've put out into this universe. All right. We just went through some big things. I could just feel like a really big unlock. So I'm guessing a lot of you just got something big internally. It's the best thing ever. That's what we want on these calls.